everybody, what's up? It's me, Crazy Kembe, and I'm finally back with another review. Today, we're going to be reviewing Demon Souls. Now, Demon Souls is actually a game I picked up last summer. I invested a lot of time into it, but I didn't really get a chance to really play it to completion. It wasn't until like earlier this year I really got a chance to really finally sit down and complete the freaking thing. As you know, with Dark Souls coming out in stores soon, I thought it'd be a really good, opportunity to talk about this game. As you know, Dark Souls is basically the sequel to this, so let's basically just get into it. So what is the story of Demon Souls about? It's not really a story-driven game like, say, Final Fantasy, but it's more of a premise. You have this corrupt king who basically unleashes a curse upon his kingdom, killing many people and things like that. Where your character comes in is that you're one of the people that are sent to explore what happened, and what happens when you're there is that you basically get killed by a demon, and you're basically brought back to life by a lady called the Maiden in Black, who basically tasks you with the job of obtaining all the demon souls. You obtain the souls by killing specific demons, and with all the souls combined, she can basically save the kingdom. That's pretty much the premise of the game. It's nothing really, groundbreaking, but I think it gets the job done and gives you an idea of what needs to be done. And besides, that's not really what the game's about, honestly. Now, what this game really is about is the gameplay. Now, when you first start, you have to create a character, and then you pick your class. The usual classes like, Knight, Wizard, Priest, the usual stuff. However, what this game really differentiates itself is that in this game, you pick a class. When you pick a class, like in other games, you are basically, bound to the class. In this game, all it does is that you just start with like different stats and like different, starting equipment. What I'm basically trying to say is that you can basically choose what you want to be, as the stats are really what determines what class you are, and you have complete control of what stats you want to level up. So, for example, I could pick a magician and then pump stats into strength and vitality and none into magic or intelligence, which will basically make me a warrior kind of character. Another example would be my character. I picked Temple Knight at first. I was working on strength and endurance, and now I recently just started to work on magic and intelligence because I just want to know a little bit more, a little bit of attacking and small healing. So it's not limited to what you can do in this game. The only limit is really your imagination. So okay, anyway, you go from world to world trying to get demon souls from the big demons in each level. There are 5 levels to explore with multiple parts in each, and when you reach the last part, you fight the big demon. Now all this is connected to the hub world called the Nexus. This is where you buy new weapons, level up stats, and learn magic. You can get all this stuff through souls. The way you get souls is from killing monsters or certain items. However, the trick is that if you die, you lose all your souls and you start from the beginning. Now the thing is, your souls are where you dropped it from where you died, and if you want to get them back, you have to go back to that point. However, it's probably more challenging now that you've died, that you lost your body form and you're now in soul form. Soul form has half the HP of your body form, so it's easy to die in this form. However, it's also easy to sneak around, and I think your attack's a little bit more stronger. But if you die a second time before reclaiming your souls, it's gone for good. Now, a lot has been made about Demon Souls difficulty. I admit it's not the most difficult game, even though there's a steep learning curve. Prepare to die a lot, especially if this is your first time playing. Enemies are especially brutal, capitalizing on mistakes, and many hitting hard, as there are some monsters that can kill you in 2 to 3 hits if you're not careful. Every attack takes stamina, blocking, rolling, and running as well, and you really have to balance it out, as one false step could be your last. Now, this is one of the games. This is not a game for the weak, as there's some serious dedication and patience with this game. It's not a game that you can just rush through, as every enemy has their own unique pattern, so tread carefully. And yes, you will die a lot, as no one's perfect. I will admit this is a very frustrating when I first played, to make it so far to die and have to do the whole thing all over, as the enemies I struggled with were back again for a second round, and I didn't really like that, as I barely beat a lot of them when I first started. Okay, what's really unique about this game is the way single player and multiplayer are integrated as one. Everyone is basically playing together. As you play this game, once in a while you will see white highlights of other people exploring and stuff. You can even leave messages for other players in the game to warn them or give them hints, and they can do that for you as well. You can even see how players die by touching a bloodstain, so it's very interactive in that sense. Now, arguably without a doubt, my favorite part of the game is what I'm about to talk about. You can summon a player into your world to help you out. You can summon 2 people, so in total it's a party of 3. How you do this is that you basically drop a blue stone on the floor, and the player passes by and sees it, and from there he can summon you. If the song player defeats the demon at the end along with you, you get your bodies back, and all the souls they got from killing monsters, they go with them too. Now, next part, without a doubt, is actually my favorite part. I think it's pretty cool and it's pretty unique. Players can invade your world through the use of a black stone with one purpose: to kill you. But the best part about it is that it can happen anytime when you're playing. By killing you, he gets his body back, and I'm not sure about this part because it's been a while, but he might also get the souls you've collected as well. To combat this, the game lets you summon the two people to assist you, or you can go at it alone. Now, the player versus player is very unique as it can happen anytime, any place, and any situation. So in addition to traps and monsters, you also gotta worry about that as well. And to me, that is pretty awesome. There is no other game that lets you do this like that. And it really adds the experience of Demon Souls tenfold, and it really makes Demon Souls Demon Souls. Alright, now compared, graphics wise, it's not really the best looking game. As 2001, it's 2011, and 2009 was quite a while ago. But what this game does right, I think, is atmosphere. This is something Resident Evil 5 should really take notes in. It really puts you in a world that you are truly alone, and behind every corner you don't know what will happen. It also uses the right amount of color to achieve this, so it really works. There's not a lot of music, but it usually plays during boss battles and special events or special areas. But it really, having no music adds more ambience to the atmosphere of what it's trying to achieve, if you understand what I'm saying. But anyway, I like it for what they did with that. Now, my conclusions, I'll be honest with you, I think Demon Souls is one of the most unique games on the PS3, and I will even go as far as to say it's one of the, best exclusives they got. It's not for everyone, as there is a huge amount of patience and dedication required to best this game. And not only that, there are many secrets to find. This isn't a game that holds your hand as you turn it on, because as soon as you put it on, you're pretty much on your own. Granted, there's a tutorial, but what the tutorial really does is it just teaches you how to fight, and then from there on, it leaves you to figure it out on your own. Granted, the game gets a whole lot more easier as you advance, and the more you get, the more you will get rewarded. But like I said, you need patience and dedication to make it that far. I also heard Dark Souls harder and less forgiving than this one, so I look forward to picking that up down the road. Well, anyway guys, that's my review. Thanks for watching. If you have anything you want me to review, let me know. I'll be happy to do it, and I'll see you guys next time. And yes, I do suck at this game. I haven't played this game in quite a while, and I forgot how challenging it was. But anyway guys, I'll see you next time.